Welcome to the behind the scenes of us filming a snowboarding elopement here in Colorado. Let's dive in.
Hey, we're Mal and Rue, Colorado elopement photographers and videographers that help plan and capture your elopement day here in the Rocky Mountains. We love what we do, we are so passionate about what we do, and today we're going to take you behind the scenes on a snowboarding elopement in Breckenridge, Colorado for Jella and TJ. But before we get into all of that, if you're looking for somebody to help plan and capture your elopement day here in Colorado, check out the link in the description below and we would love to chat with you. All right, enough about that. Let's get started.
Starting from the beginning of the day, we woke up very early in Boulder, Colorado to make our way to meet the couple for our sunrise ceremony at Sapphire Point. We met them at their Airbnb around 5, so we left our home around 3:30 or so. So we are at the Airbnb of the bride and groom, and she's getting ready, which is lovely, and we're just getting detail shots. A lot of her loved ones, family and friends were there to help her get ready, get in her dress, put on her veil. It was such a lovely time capturing them getting ready. TJ had his family there as well, helped him get his little cufflinks all set. It was really just a beautiful morning of them getting ready.
Something we especially loved about this process before the day truly gets going and the momentum happens is there's a lot of nervous excitement and a lot of nervous energy. The snow was absolutely dumping. It was so beautiful to watch outside the window. I got some pretty fun shots of TJ looking out the window watching the snowfall. This is a really exciting time of the morning for us because this is the first time that we're meeting the couple in person. We've had some Zoom calls with them and some phone calls leading up to the big day. But for us, this is a chance to settle in and really start to get to know them and hang out. And we love getting there a little bit early so we can have extra time to just chat with the couple as they are getting ready for the big day. All right, we're just shoveling off the patio here so they can get a good first look spot. It's a pretty fun snow day, which will be great for skiing later. And before we know it, we're heading out of the Airbnb to the ceremony site at Sapphire Point to get them ready for the big vow exchange.
So making our way to Sapphire Point, usually you have a beautiful drive with mountain vistas in the background, and like Rue mentioned, it was dumping snow in the most gorgeous way. So beautiful snow, but you couldn't really see the view, and honestly, that was the vibe. You didn't need to see the view. The beautiful snow was sticking to their hair and their veil, and she had a beautiful fur coat vibe, and it was sticking to that, and it was just honestly pure magic being out there. Even though the view wasn't visible, the snow is kind of what we were all hoping for, and it showed up in a really big way. So that was super fun.
All right, we made it to Sapphire Point, the overlook. It's dumping snow, so we're just trying to keep our cameras dry while we're getting all ready.
We arrived at Sapphire Point roughly around 7:30 in the morning, and if you know Sapphire Point, you do know that you have to make a reservation. So we were within the time slot that we reserved for that day for them to have their ceremony there, and we used the whole time. Honestly, we were there. Their vows were gorgeous. The ceremony was beautiful. They had their dog Bowser there, which was so cute, and we really just soaked in the moment, capturing, them first becoming a married couple and all of those exciting moments, and just taking in the snow, popping champagne, walking around in the snow, and really just soaking in that moment in the pure bliss of newly married life.
Our approach as photographers and videographers for elopement days is we really try to avoid stiff staged poses and really try to capture an experience that the couple's having, and today it was no different. So instead of staging a bunch of photos at Sapphire Point, we're like, hey, let's walk around, let's do some stuff, let's hang out. They were really excited about dancing together, and they were really cute just dancing. So we got some pretty fun photos and some fun videos of them just living their life, living their elopement day, and having their experience. And for us, that's one of the most special things, as you'll see throughout the rest of this video. We love prioritizing capturing people's authentic experience. So when it comes to the planning process, we try to help them figure out what they want to do on their elopement day more than what they want to look like. It's more that they are trying to find an experience around what they want to do. So hanging out at Sapphire Point, popping some champagne and hanging out was kind of what they wanted to do, and we were totally there for it. All right, so we just finished up the ceremony section at Sapphire Point, and now we're driving back to their Airbnb in Breckenridge to have breakfast with the private chef that they hired. and then we'll go snowboarding.
We'll be doing like a lovely Filipino-inspired menu. We're gonna have a pork lugal today. Some local pork coming from Molina with a little bit of some like broken rice to make the porridge, the congee.
The meal was super tasty, and before we know it, we were off getting ready for the snowboarding portion of the day.
So after the yummy brunch, we all geared up and got ready to hit the slopes together. They were staying close enough to the shuttle to just walk to the shuttle. So around 12:30, 1 o'clock, we all walked down to catch the shuttle together to get to the ski resort.
One thing that I want to say that was especially unique about this elopement is the couple actually had a camcorder that they had brought just for fun to capture some memories of the day. At the end of the day, I snuck in the SD card from the camcorder without them knowing. I think they might have known. I was maybe trying to be sneaky.
He's not that sneaky.
But they had all this amazing camcorder footage from the day. So as they were on the shuttle, they were filming each other, and it was like such a fun, wholesome, good vibe. And the camcorder footage, like that was not planned by any means. That was just a spontaneous spur of the moment. But I feel like after using it today, I was like, this is pretty rad. We should maybe use the camcorder a little bit more. And once we got to the resort, vibes were so good. Everyone was so stoked. That beautiful dumping snow that we had earlier had started to dissipate, and the bottom of the resort was super sunny, very warm, and we were so excited to get on the lift and get started. Jella and TJ had actually brought a just married sign that they can put on the back of the ski lift. So they had little magnets and they stuck it to the back. So we got an amazing photo like this and some good videos as well. Once we got to the top, it was time to exercise our skill sets as skiing photographers and videographers, and we skied alongside them to capture this elopement experience. I've been skiing since I was super young. My dad lives right at the base of a ski resort in Washington State, so I started skiing when I was 2 years old and have been skiing and snowboarding ever since. I love it. It's a big passion of mine. And being able to have these sorts of experiences where I'm able to capture somebody's unique elopement experience like snowboarding or skiing here in Colorado is such a joy. We feel incredibly grateful to document fun memories like this because we truly believe that elopements are meant to be really fun. When it comes to marrying the love of your life, that's going to be exciting nonetheless. But we love the idea of partnering those romantic, loving, intimate experiences with really fun activities that you love to do on your elopement day. So Jella and TJ had chose an awesome day to go snowboarding. We've had a pretty low snow winter in Colorado, but today really showed up. We had snow at the top of the mountain sometimes. We had sun at the bottom. They were just playing around, spinning each other, trying out some jumps. It was pretty fun to just go out and play together, which I think is a really important aspect to relationships and a pretty fun way to incorporate exciting activities into your elopement day. All right, just finished one of the runs. Now gonna head to the après ski vibe. I can't wait to drink. Pretty sweet. Let's go, Adrian. Let's go. So fun. Vibes are so good.
So in between some of the runs, there's actually a bar called T-Bar right at the base of the resort. And the moment, honestly, the couple walked in, the whole bar turned and started cheering for them and clapping. It was honestly such a moment. It was so good. Riding through our repetitions, shot skis at the bar, T-Bar. The vibes were there, no doubt, on the slopes and off.
And after a brief intermission and some snacks, we headed back out and did a few more runs. But despite some layering, Jella and TJ were getting a little chilly. Jella had no back to her wedding dress, so was just getting some wind to the bare skin, which was getting a little chilly later in the day. So we headed back to the Airbnb for a night full of fun festivities. But first, it was nap time. People were pretty exhausted after a long, long day. We'd been up since 3 a.m. They'd been up probably all night, not sleeping very well before their wedding day as well. So it was time for a little bit of rest and relaxation before dinner time.
While everyone was resting and recuperating, the chef and his staff were actually working really hard to make an extremely good dinner for everyone that was attending. There's about 15 or so people in attendance overall, including the couple. And Chef Steven is a private chef that travels all around, working for folks like Jella and TJ and any and all events and things, and did a wonderful job crafting a beautiful menu for everyone to love and enjoy throughout the evening. I think it was 5 courses, 6 courses, delicious. It was so thoughtfully planned and did a great job, and we all really enjoyed the dinner. Following up dinner, Jella and TJ kind of included some more traditional wedding aspects in their day with doing like a first dance and cake cutting as well, and there were also some toasts given by some of the folks that were attending, and it was really fun for us to capture all of those moments, and including some of those kind of aspects that maybe we don't see every time was really fun and a really creative way for us to kind of get crafty with it and use a flash inside, maybe, you know, make it more vibey and like kind of stay true to ourselves as artists as well.
Right before the end of the day, Jella and TJ came up to us and very vulnerably asked if we would be willing to document a round of Rage Cage, which is a drinking game that they had going on downstairs throughout the time that they were here in Colorado. And we absolutely said yes, 100%. We are there for as long as they want us there. The majority of our packages offer no time limit and no travel fees in Colorado. And so we're there as long as they wanted us there. And they wanted us there and we wanted to be there. So we went downstairs and captured an absolutely gnarly game of Rage Cage. They were drinking, they were throwing ping pong balls, they were yelling. We had some filters on the front of our lenses to get vibey photos like this, to get experimental videos like this. We were really trying to bring out the authentic experience that was happening in front of our eyes, which was honestly a little bit rowdy. And so we wanted to kind of use some slower shutter techniques to try to capture some of that chaos in a fun and engaging way. And when it came to the end of the night, we were exhausted, but so happy. Our hearts were so full. For us, it's such an honor getting to experience these untraditional wedding days to help people plan and remember the most intimate, memorable day of their lives. For us, when we got married, it was definitely one of the best days of my life. Definitely the best day of my life. And it's so fun to look back at the photos and videos from that day, and having the opportunity to give that gift to somebody else is something that we truly adore and are so grateful for.
Overall, this was the perfect 10 out of 10 elopement. I guess I would say that about most of them, if not all of them. But this one was really special. It was really thoughtfully planned and curated. I really appreciated all the little detail that went into all of the planning, from the menu to the dress to the just married sign on the ski slopes. Any and all of those things are just like little details that make up the day and make it so special and really fun for us to capture as well. We had such a blast throughout the whole day. We were buzzing for like the next week after that. And we usually are after most of the elopements because they're just so fun. And the couples we work with are just so cool. So it's very easy to just have a great time and capture your love on your elopement day.
And we took all of that excitement and energy that we had from the elopement day and poured it right into editing those photos and videos within 2 days after their elopement. We had turned around all of their photos and all the videos. We have a 1-week turnaround guarantee, so you can relive your day as quick as possible. And it was so fun to just immediately go into editing these photos and videos because it was such a fun day, and we got to relive it again the next day and the day after that.
And so did the couple.
So finally, just to wrap up, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. A selfish plug here, we do plan, film, and photograph elopements here in Colorado. The link to our website is in the description below, and we would love to chat with you about how we can help make a day that's memorable and special and magical for you and your partner. So reach out, contact us via the description below, and we'll see you in the next video. Love ya, bye!